Hey guys, Zerkaa here and welcome back to our Millwall career mode series, and we're going to start off this episode going straight into a game against Man City, another difficult game against a team in that kind of pack we've been speaking about, the pack at the top 6 of the table. And we look at a quick table here and you'll see that Manchester City are sitting in 4th place. They're on the same points as us, but obviously we have a better goal difference by 7 goals. We have by 10 goals. We have a 25 goal difference and they have a 15 goal difference. So obviously that result against Man United has really helped us with regards to goal difference, because we beat Man United 10-2, and that has given us obviously a +8 goal difference from that game, and that's really pushed on and helped us in the actual league standings. But this game started off awful. Kind of accidentally brought down a player there, and we kind of reaped the consequences of doing so, and Zuma got himself sent off. I think it's in like the 10th minute this is. You'll see that the kind of ball kind of fell there, and I don't know what I was doing, but regardless, took him out. I got the red card. Obviously, have to face the consequences of that, and they scored. I went the right way, but Aguero scored that penalty. Close to saving it, as I said, I went the right way, but it just went underneath his legs, I believe. So that made it 1-0, and obviously it's going to be a mountain to climb. Getting goals back against Man City with only 10 men, so obviously I had to make a couple of switches around in my defence, take a few players off to bring on another defender, and put. I think I ended up putting Ake back there and moved Corey over to centre back, and I moved Ake back to right centre back where he used to play for us. 30th minute here, you'll see they scored another goal, a nice cross across the box, and Cruz scores that. So obviously they've signed Cruz. You can see second half has started now. Piazon with the ball, trying to get past Company, tries to get Doom the pace, can't get there, so he does a body fake, gets past him, plays ball across to Benzia. Benzia has a shot, and that goes wide. And I mean, you could have hoped that it would have done a lot better with that shot, because we needed one of those goals. We just needed that one goal to get us back in the game, so we could try and push on and use that momentum to try and get us another goal. I almost called him Ronaldo then. Vidal goes on a crazy run there, lots of skills, and manages to get a long range shot in the bottom right hand corner to bring us back into the game, to make it 2-1. And watch the replay of this goal, because this goal was so good, especially for career mode. Like, you wouldn't really expect me to score these kind of goals in career mode. But obviously, I was obviously bored at losing 2-0, so I whip out the skills, and it worked. And I got ourselves a goal back in the game, and gave us a lifeline almost some straws to clutch onto. But Sinclair with the ball here has a shot there, and that just goes narrowly over the bar, and that could have just put us to bed there. But luckily, they didn't score that. There's made a few substitutions here, tried to freshen up things up top. We brought on Mwalad and Lecointe for Benzia and Piazon. Obviously, Mwalad using that pace, and Lecointe hasn't really featured much recently, so I thought I'd give him a chance and see if he could actually get us a goal. But anyway, 85th minute here. And Baragi gave away the ball, and I don't think it was Baragi. I think it was Corey gave away the ball, and Sinclair went and crossed that in to David Silva, who made it 3-1, and that was the final result. And that game ended, obviously, as I said, 3-1. Vidal picking up as a goal, Zuma picking up a suspension. I think that's a 1-game suspension as well. We'll find out in the email after this. Aguero, Cruz, and Silva scoring for Man City. So a pretty poor result, and it hasn't done much good for us in the table. We're going to look at the table here, and you'll see we're sitting on 38 points still. Obviously, Man City have moved up into second. We've moved down 1 place, and not really much else has changed in the table. I think obviously Arsenal, Man United must have lost. Actually, no, Arsenal played Man United, and Man United beat them, so it didn't really have much of an effect on us league standing wise. So luckily, the results were on our side, and we're still within that pack. I see Southampton are doing really bad this season. So are Fulham, actually. Southampton only won 1 game, drawn 3, and lost 15. So it looks like Southampton are going to be going down this season. No, that bottom 3 are doing awful, to be fair. This is some happy news for me. You see that Piazon actually went to come out and said and expressed that what the newspapers talking about him being homesick was absolute rubbish, and he's more than happy, and he's fully committed to Millwall. So that was obviously some very happy news for me to receive, obviously, because I was kind of worried about what to do with him with regards to the obviously January transfer window was just coming up as it is now, just going into it. I was kind of worried about his future at our club, and obviously what we could do and who we could sign. You see, some offers came in for Benzia, but I don't really think I'm going to sell him, especially not for that kind of price. I mean, I probably should have considered countering these offers for a more respectable price. So maybe I'll think about doing that in the near future if any more offers come in for him, or any other player that's, I don't know, because I think Benzia's a player that I'm kind of unsure about now, because he has had a very good season, yes, and he did have a good season last season as well. But he hasn't really seemed to push on much. He hasn't really seemed to grow that much. We'll see in the score report here. We'll have a look at him and see what he's kind of grown as. See, Jed Steer's starting to grow, gone up +2, and is now worth 14 million, I believe. Our defenders, again, they're kind of slowed down growth-wise, especially, obviously, Baragi. He's still in the 70s, and I think that's one of our only players, other than the youngsters, like Demensez, who's in his 70s. Even Demensez has slowed down with his growth, so we have to be bit cautious. Ake slowed down his growth as well. Redmond's still growing at 14 million and has gone up +2 this season. Bittencourt's only gone up +1 this season. So obviously, as I said, our players as a whole, I mean, their growth has slowed. I mean, that probably is due to the fact that we are so high up now with regards to like overall ratings. Obviously, Piazon and Vidal both an 86 rating, so I can't really see them growing much more. Piazon has grown up +4 in this season alone, and the rest of these players, all kind of fringe players that don't really play that much. Obviously, this Favi and Trot, I don't even know why they're in our squad. Oh, this Kelhar guy, they need all to be sold, but I can't sell them in January. I have to wait till the end of the season to sell them. And look at our loan signings, not really many of them have grown that much. I think Nascimento's had a pretty good season for Sunderland. He's gone up +2. A few of the other players actually gone up +2, so it's not too bad. Hopefully, I think our best option is to go out and get to the end of the season and sell all of these players. But obviously, it depends what happens this season, because the way it's going, we could actually win the title. As long as there's no injuries, we could win the title. But anyway, we now go into our game against Manchester United in the Premiership, and obviously this is going to be a very interesting game because the last time we played them, we beat them 10-2. So I kind of went into this game expecting not to do the same, but again to have a somewhat of a game where I could actually win quite comfortably. However, they came out straight off the blocks, and they gave it their all. You can tell that they almost had it's almost like a sense of like they come out to get revenge on us for beating them 10-2, and it really did feel like that. Even though it's obviously just a game and it's career mode, it actually felt like that. They really came out the blocks at us, and they piled on the pressure at us, but they couldn't find a goal. And I think it's that there's like a stat early on. In like the first 15 minutes, they had 6 shots. Well, Jed Steele actually made 6 saves, even not they had 6 shots. But then luckily, I found some momentum here around the 24th minute, and I pushed on. But anyway, moving to the 35th minute here, and they put a cross in there. Jed Steele making a great save. Then a bit of a miscommunication there between the two Man United players, and they run into each other and block each other from shooting. And luckily, it falls into Jed Steele's hands once more. We move it into the second half now. Redmond with the ball, plays it across, nice cross to Benzia at the back post, who gets up and scores to make it 1-0 and break that deadlock. And it's one of those games where it was just whoever gets the first goal is going to win. And luckily we got the first goal, and luckily Benzia was there to get his header on the back post. And as I said, you guys have said to me as well that Benzia, like, I don't know, you guys think loads of you guys seem to think I should sell Benzia, but he really does perform for me, so I'm kind of in a bit of a dilemma. I don't really know what to do. I'm still undecided, and it's kind of annoying because I don't really want to go record anymore, because if I go and record more, it means I have to make those decisions. So I was going to see what the comments say in this video about what I should do in the January transfer window, and we'll see what I actually go out and do. You saw there, very worrying picture. Piazon went down with an injury, and we're going to have to find out in the email after this game how bad the injury was. But it looked pretty serious because they did actually stop play and make him go off. It's worrying because I don't really know how well we're going to perform if we don't have Piazon and Vidal up front together. I mean, it could be good. We could see how how valuable Piazon really is, or if he isn't valuable. So we're going to have to see what happens. See, Zuma's suspension is over. Piazon has a dislocated shoulder and is going to be out for 8 weeks, obviously 2 months. I think that does take us when? So it's January, that takes us into March. So we'll almost be closing in on the end of the season at that point. So we have to see how well the season's going to go. It's a really bad time for him to get injured, because we're really just starting to push on, and we look like we was actually going to push on for the title almost. Not the title, but for a very high spot, definitely a Champions League spot. So it's a very bad time for him to get injured. So we have to see what we're going to do. Maybe have to try and get another striker on loan just as a cover. So it looks like we're going to have to play Mualad up front with Vidal for now, with Lecointe as our backup. We'll have to see what we're going to do. You see, you look at the table here, and Chelsea are kind of ran away with it here. We got 3 teams, me, Arsenal, Man City, all on 41 points. Obviously, I'm top of that because of the goal difference again. You see, Southampton and Watford and Fulham are all still struggling. And again, there's the end of today's episode. Another short episode again today because it's been a bit of a rush to get out. I've been out in the sun a bit too much today. And you want to check out my Ultimate Team series on the left-hand side, click on that. And if you want to check out my second channel, click on that, because I'm trying to get super active on that channel. So some good videos going up on there recently. And I shall see you guys tomorrow in another episode. Goodbye.